Good evening, everyone.
Howdy doody.
How are we all?
Mum. I've
Uh,
just got a stutter.
oh, never mind, eh?
I'll get me good out, Amjad. Amjad.
So there you go. I've just pinned the comment link. So, yeah. I don't know whether anybody reads the description, but stop spoiling it. In the description, I put, Chris went out with a drone on Sunday to a place called Penny Hill Wind Farm.
Oh,
What it caught on camera will blow your mind.
No, but apparently, according to a lot of people on Facebook, it's AI, and I've placed it
fake.
Which I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll swear.
But yeah, I'll show everybody in a little while when we get a few more in, because I'm not going to keep, But yeah.
Don't push me.
But yeah, it is really strange at the least. Now, we've done as research,
What?
What?
Rubbo.
Hi, Gordo.
Cheers, Gordo.
But yeah, this might be of interest to Gordo because I've got no explanation for it whatsoever. And it's one of these strange things where you're scratching your head and yeah, there's no explanation.
And I have not placed it in there whatsoever.
Well, you see, I've been talking to Senga earlier on and she says, oh, I noticed that, grass is it's a different shade. And I says, yeah. I says, that's the only thing he can do while on his phone. It's an app called Lightroom, and it just lightens or darkens, like, let's say, for instance, grass or sky.
On Lightroom Mobile, you can delete stuff on it, but you can't add stuff on it.
So yeah,
I ain't got Photoshop on my phone.
yeah. Is it in one of the local groups? Is that to delete it because they were all saying, "Oh, it's fake. You've faked it," and this, that, and other. And same as Chris says, why should I have to? Yeah, why should I have to defend myself when I've done nothing wrong? It's simple as that.
A lot of bellends out there.
But I can assure you it's not been AI or anything. That is the picture that. And best about it is the same scene. He took a picture about 5, 6, 7 times, and only on one photograph does this thing appear. Right? And he didn't actually see it in real time. He didn't see it when he was taking photographs. It just appeared when he was looking through his photographs. So just for Gordo's thing, yeah. Right. So this is the actual image, and it took about 6 or 7 of that same image, right? And it's a place called Penny Hill Wind Farm, and he's been there before and not had it. Let me just show it you, Gordo, and then.
So send an image to me. Let me have a look. Who's that?
Gordo, yeah. Now this is when he were looking through his photographs. This is the image that he came across. Now, can you explain that? We we've been scratching his heads. We've even researched on the place. He didn't see it when he were taking pictures. When he were looking through them. That, yeah. Well, can't you see it?
I'll send you before and after. Because all I did was edit the sky and edit the background, which is obviously the ground. That's all I did on it.
Can't you see the big shadow that just appeared on one of his pictures, and there's no explanation for it. So, you know.
I just sent Gordo original and after I edited it.
So yeah, that is, I don't know. Hi, Johnny. You see, I says to Chris, it either looks like a soldier or a farmer. Because yeah, they've either got +4s on, or in the army they used to issue them these socks what they took the trousers into, didn't they? So yeah. And this is the thing, Johnny, as well. He didn't realise what he had taken until he was looking through the photographs to, you know, to look at what pictures he'd took. But yeah, I don't know.
What corruption in the file? No idea.
But you know, we can't explain it.
Well, I did add a look to it. That's the thing. I did the sky and the grass. Sure I did.
Don't know. But you see, we sort of looked into the history of the place. There's nothing about it until I'm putting this wind farm on it. Nothing about the land, nothing about anything that's happened. But I don't know. But this is the thing, Gordo. If it were a corruption with the file, wouldn't it have affected the other pictures?
Yeah. Copy.
You know, why just that particular one? I don't know.
Copy settings, message out on.
So yeah, it's one of these things where you sat scratching your head. But yeah, I mean, I did send it to somebody that I know that's in paranormal field, and even he couldn't tell me what it was. You know what I mean? You know, he says, well, that's something that I've never seen before. You know what I mean? But anyway. But, you know, where's that image come from? That's the thing. You know what I mean? To me, if you look closely, it looks like...
Tommy!
Hi, Tommy! To me, it looks like either a soldier or maybe a farmer. I don't know. Do you delete your photos from your card? I think he does. I mean, he like with drone, as soon as he gets home and he's uploaded them, he deletes it, he wipes it. Baby. Gordo says, does Chris just delete his photos from his card?
No, this is on my phone.
That's on his phone. It's not on an SD card. It's actually took with his phone. You see, other blokes were flying the drones, and Chris thought, oh, I'll just take some pictures here. So that's what they did. No, this is... It went to a... it's called Penny Hill Wind Farm, and it's sort of like near Rotherham. Now, one of the pictures that came up, it's you know, hi Bria, it's dumbfounded him. So I don't know. I'll just show it Tommy and Bria while I'm here, and yeah, it's took about 6 or 7 of the same, area.
I deleted it.
Eh?
I deleted it though. I always format cards rather than delete. Yeah, it's not on the card, it's on the phone.
Yeah, it's not on an SD card or anything. It's on what he's took on his phone.
Yeah, look, I'll show him.
That's what we're talking about, Tommy. And he took several pictures of the same scene, and nothing in them, just that one.
Right. Are we off? There's my phone. Can you see it? Right, got up. There's my pictures. That's the original, and that's the one that I've edited. So that's original. There you go. And that's the. Can you see it?
The edit, it ain't got that shadow in it. That's the edited where he's had some colour tick grass. Oh yeah, can't see. If you put it up close up, yeah.
Hang on. You see it? Does it need?
No, just tilt it.
Do I need to darken it a bit? Try again.
Yeah, but why would Chris take a picture at Ica?
Yeah, there was nobody there. They're only us, and we were behind the fence. You see it?
But yeah, it's
Nobody didn't feel at all strange.
Oh yeah, it were on Facebook, weren't it? Put it on Facebook. Is that to delete one? It's yeah, because it put it in like one at local Sheffield ones, and there was all saying, "Oh, it's done by AI," and
God says it's a strange one for sure.
We've edited it and all this, that, and other. He says, "I shouldn't have to defend myself."
Well, sure.
You know what I mean? What's he gaining by, It's not as if he's going to get famous from it, is it?
What it calls that? Oh, that's nice of you to place it there. Fuck you.
You know what I mean? And he's got slated for asking their opinion on what it could be. And everybody was saying, oh, it's fake and all this, that, and other. And same as Chris says, I'm just going to take it down. He says, I shouldn't have to defend myself.
Nope.
He says, I don't know what it is. So, it's not like he's, scamming people out of money or asking people for money or anything.
100 quid, you can have it.
It was just asking their thoughts on what it could be.
God owes me 200 quid because I sent him 2 pictures. They're definitely strange.
You know what I mean? He's not gaining anything by it.
No.
He just wants an understanding of what it could be. But anyway, there you go. Hope you've all had a good weekend. I mean, it's going to get colder this week and all. Don't put your winter woolies away just yet. But yeah, you know what I mean? And you see, same as Chris says, I didn't see it while I was taking the pictures. It was only when I went back to look through the pictures that he saw it. Oh dear. You could have had a bit of more of a lie in there, Bria. Oh well, it does happen. Ooh. That's it. You'll get there. So the thing is, Bria, did you buy anything? That's the question. Did you buy anything? And was it a bargain? Ooh, very nice. Very nice. You won't be able to beat what I'm making tomorrow night, Tommy. You know how the saying goes, Bria, about the best laid plans. They nearly always never go to plan. I know that for a fact. I can remember we were going on holiday one year, and we got up early, car were packed, everything, we're ready to go. And it was when Lucy and Benny were alive, and we'd only got them two. And Chris brought the pet carriers down, and of course, our Benny, he was that chilled out, he just walked straight into his, locked door, job's a good one. Could we find our Lucy anywhere? An hour we were searching for her.
Oh, Lucy.
Yeah, that time when we couldn't find her when we were going on holiday.
Been halfway there if you had to be looking for that little git.
We were looking for her for an hour, and we said, right, we're on track to leave at a certain time. I don't know if I can't even remember what time we were supposed to be leaving, because we got at that time we were taking them to a cattery. Excuse me. And do you know where the little shit was? Callum's bed has got drawers in them, and his bed is shoved right up to the wall, right? So there's only like two drawers visible. Little shit had got in one of the drawers, gone over to other side, and was sat in one of the drawers right next to wall. I don't know. Are you going to tell me, Gordo? Thought they were the same. Graveyard, cemetery. But anyway, yeah, and we've been looking for her for an hour. And Chris ended up having to dismantle Callum's bed to get her out. Little shit she were. And then we were, mission impossible getting her into a pet carrier. She didn't like it at all. Chris had to wrap her in a blanket. I had to open, it was like I was there with carrier with door open. He was there with her wrapped in a blanket, trying to put her in, and the minute she went in, it was, trying to shut door shut. Little sod she were. Go on then, Gordo, tell me. Because I always like to learn new things. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. See, we've never had... I mean, Chris mashed this before I went live, and it's still hot to touch. I mean, not red hot. Ooh. So a cemetery is a cemetery on its own and not got a church in the grounds. So graveyard, yeah, I get you now. But yeah, I mean, it might just be the fact that it's you're just drinking hot chocolate. I don't know. You see ours, Amjad, it's got, you press it, and obviously you can either press it for hot or cold. Now you press it for hot, and then it flashes. And that's telling you that it's heating the water up. And then once that stops flashing, you press your other button, and you know, coffee or whatever comes out of it. Ah, there you go. Cemeteries may have a chapel, but not a place of worship. Ah. You see, I mean, you know, it's yeah. I mean, it's like on Manor Top, Manor Road, or whatever it is. It's a massive cemetery, but the crematorium's on there as well. So they, yeah, they do funerals, but you see, when his nanan on his well, actually, when his mum died, she's buried in their church's graveyard, because the church is on the same site as the graveyard. See, that's where I can't understand, Amjad. Man. Same as I say, Chris made mine before we went live, and it's now 9:23, and if you could feel it, it's still hot. Because, see, I have to leave mine for a little bit, because Chris has got an asbestos mouth, because he can drink it red hot, but I can't. I have to let it cool down a bit. But it is still hot. So, but yeah, that's a new one on me, Gordo. So, Chris's mum is actually buried in the church where they used to worship. Don't worry, you're not letting me down at all, Amjad. It's entirely up to you. You know, it's no good having something that you're not satisfied with. Gordo says drink it faster, Amjad. But it's like me, Gordo. Chris can eat it, drink it, and it's red hot. But I can't. I have to let mine cool down slightly. And that's how hot ours is. Pardon me. But yeah, it's 9:25 now, and mine's still hot. And he made it before I went live. So you can say 25 minutes ago he made mine, and it's still hot. But you've got to do what's best for you, Amjad. You know, never mind anybody else or whatnot. But yeah, you know, if you're not satisfied with it, you're not satisfied with it, and that's it. You know what I mean? See, we've always been satisfied with ours. We've never had a problem with any of ours. Well, apart from, you know, working it to death. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, if you were not satisfied with it, then I'm looking for me. Yeah. But yeah, see, we've tried all sorts, But we always come back to these flat whites. Don't know why. It says, I had a crafty ciggy the other day. My lad came over, nearly coughed a lung up afterwards. Gordo. He hadn't smoked for months.
Well, that'll teach you, won't it? Not do it again.
But, yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Gordo. We're all human and we all have as weaknesses, let's say. But if it's more likely if you're around people that smoke, if you put it, you know what I mean? But you see, we started out with that same one, Amjad. The one with the switch, cold and hot. And I mean, I don't know. I forget how that one works. You see, this is the thing as well, Amjad. I mean, you might not be waiting for it to warm up long enough. I don't know. Let me just have a look. Let me just do a bit of digging. Hi, Manila. How are you? Have you gotten over your slight accident? Right, I'm trying to find right, Piccolo. Hi, Senga. Yeah. You see, most of these on here at the moment, what I'm looking at, are the same as ours, with the the lights going up and down. Huh. It's all right. I'm looking at for user manuals for the for that one, and it's saying no search results. So if I'm quiet, I'm trying to. Hi, partner. How are you? It's all right. No. If it's flashing green, that means it's got to be flashing red, and then it goes to a constant red. I'm trying to get the user manual. They usually do the user manual for it. So this is the thing, Amjad. You know, when you're making a cup of coffee, do you put the switch over first, or do you switch it on and then switch it over? You know, the So I'm just trying to scroll through, see if I can find. You see, I think Arn's called the Genio, and it does it automatic. No, I meant the hot and cold switch. Ah. I found the user manual. Did you get a user manual with it? It's all in foreign. Right. See, I can't understand this because it's all in foreign. So it says here, okie dokie then, Johnny. No worries. Put your pod in, right? Obviously, you turn it on a socket, and then you flick your switch to either red or blue, which means, either hot or cold. Now, is your switch on the side of the machine, where you actually switch it on? Because it's saying here that the switch is on the side. And you press it until till it goes green. That means everything's ready. Right. Right, so what I'm saying, Amjad, this one that it's showing me here is it's got a switch like that, look, on the side. So once you've plugged it in, you put it to the either blue or red for hot or cold, then you press that switch. And once that stops flashing red and turns to green, that means you're ready to go. Do you understand me now? And then I would imagine once it's turned to green, you just press it and your coffee comes out. You see, it's all in foreign, so I can't read it out to you because I don't. It's all in foreign. See, this is a more. There's a. Can you see? There's a button on the side that when you first plug it in, it's on red, right? So you press it, and once it starts flashing green, that means you're ready to go. That's the one I'm looking at, look. Piccolo. And it clearly shows you on the side of that machine a button. So you press that, wait till it stops flashing red and it goes to green, and you're ready to go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that clearly shows that there's a button on the side that, you plugged it in, you plugged it in your socket, you put your thing either red, hot or cold, then you press that button, and once it stops flashing red, well, that's Piccolo. That's the one, you know. But yeah, on that one, you can clearly see that. Oh, God. I can't understand that one, you see. Right, I'm going to send you a YouTube video, and it's has to operate the Dolce Gusto Piccolo, right? But it's very strange that it's saying that you've got a button on the side. You see this one here, that's got a button on the side. So I don't know. Right. We'll sort it out one way or other. Found another video and it's Piccolo XS. Just watch it, Amjad. You know, I mean, you might find something out about it that you don't realise. So, yeah. Right, so he's filling water tank up. Oh, sorry. I'm leaving him in basement again.
I've been there forever and a day.
I'm that fixated on trying to get Amjad. Yeah, his thing working properly.
Richard, boilers broke down there. I know how you feel, mate.
What did he say?
He says boilers broke down there. He says, I know how you feel.
Well,
So I'm trying to sort it out for Amjad because he's on about getting it to charity shop because they don't stay warm. Have you ever had problems with your not staying warm?
what do you mean staying warm?
Well, he says he can make one at 8:30 and by 10 minutes later it's cold.
I don't know. They're
Yeah,
not...
could have swept up while you were down there, Richard.
Hello, Amjad. Hello, Bria. Hello, my favourite YouTube nephew. Hello, Port Nest. Hello, Restring. Hello, Stender. Hello, Gorda. Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of them make they don't make scalding hot brews like a kettle does.
No, but same as I was saying, mine's still warm and Chris made it before I went live. I mean, it's cooled down a bit now, but it's still got that, I can still feel warmth.
You know, I don't think, hello, Bria, I don't think they don't make the hottest cups of coffee, that is.
Nah, yeah, this is the video I've sent you, Amjad. It's got a light on it and it's just shown you him. He's pouring a pod in now, right? So it says when it's ready, the flashing green light goes, the flashing red light goes to green. So
yeah,
I've got a video here on YouTube, look, and it says
mine never ever goes to green. It always goes to orange, does mine.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah.
According to that, it means that it needs descaling. Well, I've run descaler and all sorts to it, but it still works fine. You know.
Oh, partner's here.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to, you know.
But yeah, I don't think none of them make the hottest cups of coffee. That is for sure. Nothing like.
No, they're not. They're not boiling like you would when you boil in the kettle.
No.
No.
That is for sure.
But yeah, I mean, according to this, there's like a little button on the side, and you press it, and once it stops flashing and goes to green, that means it's ready.
Correct.
I don't know.
Hello, Manilo.
I've sent that video to Amjad. It's on.
Hello, Tommy. How are we doing? Nice bit of what's it you were eating earlier on with ice cream? Apple strudel.
No, we said you'd had apple strudel.
Yeah, he sent me a photo of it.
As he does. dear. Well, as we speak, I've got 12 cream eggs in the freezer.
Oh,
You're
deep
gonna ask me-
frozen cream eggs.
You're going to ask me why the freezer?
You deep frying them.
No.
You're baking them so they don't go sloppy. So you
No, it's because I'm making them and I'm encasing it in with cookie dough. And it's so it don't just go. That's why I freeze them, you see.
Yeah, there's a chip shop in Leeds that does deep fried cream eggs.
I want one deep fried.
Daniel, on Rate My Takeaway, reviewed it at KP's in Middleton in Leeds.
But yeah, these cookies are like, it says triple chocolate, cream egg stuffed cookies. So there you go. So I've got a bowl with 12 cream eggs in the. Hey, look, that's another thing I know. I ordered them off of Amazon, but they come via a third party, if you know what I mean, like a candy store kind of thing.
Thanks, Tommy, for testing them.
I mean, you've been sending him, your pictures of your grub for how long, Tommy, and he's not
Quite a long time. Quite a long time, that is for
It's
sure.
not bad down to willpower, But anyway, so I comes down this morning. Chris says, "You ordered some cream eggs or something?" I went, "Yeah, why?" He says, "Well, I've opened them." He was expecting something. He didn't see my, this great big label with my name and address on it. So we whipped it open, and he says, "I know you've ordered some cream eggs." He says, "Because I opened it this morning."
Well, technically, it's broken law. He's opening your mail. That's a criminal
Mind
offence.
you, in his defence, the writing on the label wasn't very big. So he'd ordered something, and he didn't realise that I'd ordered these cream eggs. But anyway, they're freezer now. So into the cookies, you've got white chocolate, chips, and milk chocolate chips, as well as cocoa.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hi,
Or
Bill.
good night.
Hey, Bill.
Have been out testing the new toy?
Oh, the vet? No, I ran it around a little bit today. Had to run around, take her top off and everything,
Yeah. Get the wind in your air.
Yeah, I'm still a little messed up. We've got one of those unusual perfect days to run around topless in the Chevy.
Must be hard. I'm here anyway, Richard.
Oh, she's still noisy. She's getting quieter though, thank God, but she's still chirping and rolling around, rubbing against everything. She's doing it now as we speak.
I can hear her.
It's on a chocolate point.
There you
I can hear her now. So yeah, one of the things is no bake. So you're very vocal, Mia.
She is. Right. We'll get down.
Were it sunny at trackside, Richard? Were it?
It was hazy. It kept coming and going. It weren't brilliant, but it was fine. Still, it's
I'm going to say it were. I don't know, that mist, funny mist.
Yeah, it was very hazy today.
Yeah. But obviously we can see hills from where we are, and it were very, very misty. And Bill's there with an open neck t-shirt on.
Yeah. I don't always wear t-shirts, you know. Sometimes I put grown-up clothes on.
What's fun in that, Bill? But yeah, still waiting for, you know. Hey, I tell you something, and all kids break up on Friday. I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Well, that means, don't you? Running riot. You know, the said person on the end.
You'll have them bugging you all day.
Or the chav
Yeah.
that resembles a. Is it the one that resembles a Little Britain character?
Yeah. Well, a lad come to Moat Back Garden, well, Strimp Back Garden on Friday, and he reckons that they're being kicked out. So, I mean, Joanne told us that they were being kicked out at Christmas, but they're still there. So, you know, it's seeing is believing kind of thing. So, I mean, Richard's already seen this photograph, right? Got a photograph that Chris, he went to Penny Hill wind farm, and it's near Rotherham. And he took several of these pictures, but there's only one that stands out. And Richard's already seen it, and Senga's already seen it, and I did it earlier. I just want your insight into what you think it is. Come on, today might be out.
I haven't seen the picture, so I can't even guess.
I'm going to show it you now. Tell me what that is.
Either a really short windmiller or a really big shadow of a really, really tall guy.
Yeah, it looks like.
But if you look closely, I mean, it looks like he's got his hands in his pockets, right?
Yeah.
And to me, if you look at his legs, it looks like he's either got +4s on, or these. Can you remember the socks that the military used to issue, so you could tuck your trousers into them? So I don't know.
Well, it's obviously just an image shadowed onto another image. You know, they masked him
It was
out.
took on his phone, so it's not took with a camera or anything. It took on his phone. Now I've got right, and he didn't notice it until he was looking through the photographs that he'd taken.
You know, maybe you've got 100-foot tall ghosts there.
I don't know. Now this is the same picture, and he's got about 6 or 7 of those pictures, but the shadow appears in one of them. And he didn't see it while he was taking the pictures.
Was he alone? Was there other people there?
There were other people there.
I wonder if it's a shadow that's gone on the lens somehow from the light. And it's quite sure that when it's shown, does that look like any of the people who were there?
They were all off down track, flying the drones.
No.
No, there weren't any drones.
More on the subject of photography. So this is my latest acquisition.
There were no drones.
Oh yeah, Canon.
Yep, EOS 70D.
To me, you know, it's either somebody in a flat cap or I don't know. It's hard to explain what it is. I don't know. He didn't see it at the time when he was taking the photographs. It was only when he was checking through his phone and looking at the photographs that he noticed it. So he didn't actually see it in like real time when he was actually taking the photographs.
Yeah, very strange.
What kind of phone was he using?
iPhone.
I knew you were going to say that. iPhone's got the ability to remove items from the pictures. And it's probably just a bad attempt at removing someone from a picture that was up front.
Yeah, but there were nobody there in the first place, were there?
No. Hi, Ollie.
Hello, Harley. How we doing?
Oh, sorry, I'm not with chat. Hi, Harley.
You see, we you know, sort of, we've thought of, you know, what it could be. Anyway. He
Oh.
put it in one of local groups, and he's ended up having to remove it because they're all saying it were fake and it were photoshopped and it were using AI, and you know. And Chris says, "Well, I shouldn't have to defend me." And he says, "I know truth. I can't explain it."
No, it's just, I'm sure there was somebody in the foreground, and it just simply tried to remove them and did a bad job.
Yeah, but no, he didn't. There were no.
There is such thing as iPhones, but there's no such thing as ghosts.
Well, that's
You remember what George Clooney once said? I
It
don't
would
believe in
Sanger.
vampires. I only believe in what I see. What was he seeing? Vampires. Have
Yeah.
you seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
Well, I've saw a bit of it, but it's way too scary for me. I don't like horror movies like that. Bloodlust and yeah. So I says to Sanger earlier on. She says, "What would he have done if he'd have seen it in real time?" I said, "It'd probably have shit his son."
A ship is said had driven over 100 miles an hour.
But, yeah.
In photography, they would call that an artifact.
But you see, same as that, I was saying earlier on, it's not as if he's trying to gain anything from it. He just wants an explanation what it is and how it's happened.
Well, now, if you believe that there was actually something there, there is no explanation. There never will be, because there was nothing there.
But I don't know.
You-
So
you-
explain this to me, Bill. It's took about 7 or 8 of the same photograph, and that only appears in one of them.
He only bumped the button once.
Yeah, it's possible he's done something inadvertently when he took the photo. You know, he touched something on the screen, it's changed the setting, or...
No. Because he does it like that.
Yeah, because I'm really trying, obviously putting forward plausible explanations.
Yeah. Gordo says he begs to differ, Bill, because he's seen too much to question things. I mean, it's one of these... Sorry. It's one of these things where, you know, you either believe or you don't.
No, I believe. I 100% believe that there's no such thing as ghosts.
There might be...
And I completely respect anybody who wants to believe in invisible people.
Oh, you can
well, I'm going to keep an open mind, even though it sometimes lets the wrong stuff in.
Oh, no. If a ghost invites me to lunch and we sit down and eats a little ghost cheeseburger or whatever they eat, I will believe in him 100%.
Only believe in what you see.
But this is another thing as well. A strange thing happened to me not so long ago, and this is a hard one to explain. As you can see, I've got no nails. I don't have talons or long nails because I always like to cut them, you know, we're doing the baking and whatever. And I woke up one morning and I got 3 scratches on my breast. And it was on the side.
How much did you drink the night before?
It was on the side that I lay on. So how do you work that one out? How do you explain that one?
Well, Chris getting a bit frisky during night.
I'm not no nails either. It were a long nailed.
No, it's like how many people believe that there's life on other planets, that there's honest to God aliens?
Well, my theory on that is simple. People say, well, nobody can live on that planet because of X, Y, and Z. But whatever lives there might not require X, Y, and Z. They might require P, Q, and R. You know what I mean? It could be
not all life forms are necessarily carbon-based.
There could be somebody looking at this planet now from millions of miles away saying, oh, no bugger can live there. It's surrounded by bloody oxygen. Jesus, they can't live there.
Well, it's mostly nitrogen is Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, all the people we know are carbon-based.
Nobody can live there.
Doesn't mean that everybody is.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be a different life form that lives off different stuff.
In fact, it's still not gone, Singer. Like a bite mark on my arm as well. Oh, now you answer. It's about half a centimetre. It's still ain't gone. You see that mark on my arm? Now you tell me what that is. And it looks like a bite mark. So it's either a gerbil's escaped and bit me.
Or is it the mozzies?
Are you sure you didn't go to a wild party?
I think I would have
With the scratch
remembered
marks
if
and the
I
bite marks?
But
had. I hope Senga said all the lights just dimmed. But yeah.
Bobby,
What?
it might have happened when we went jogging that night.
It's Richard. But yeah. And when the bruise were a lot more visible, they were like these little tiny teeth marks. In fact, I'll find a photograph because I sent it to Senga.
Yeah, I'm clicking on a link here.
That's what Gordo's put in, and it's a good friend of his.
Hey, Gordo, that link opens with exactly my sentiments. If you stare at the dark too long, and you'll eventually see what's not there. It's still not there, though. It's like I believe in aliens because math says that there has to be aliens. There's just too many places for them to be. I don't think they've ever been here,
Hey,
but
Gordo.
the odds are they exist.
I can't find that picture I sent Senga. But it's a lot more prominent on the picture that I sent to Senga. You're crackling a lot. But think of the time scale. What we're seeing now is only within the Hubble bubble, light travel. Yeah. Oh, I know. I've got to show Richard this as well.
correct, I agree with Tommy there.
Have you seen what they're selling at Asda now, Richard?
Oh yeah, did you not send me a photograph of that?
I might have done.
Yeah, the duck.
Selling your very own ducks.
Yeah.
An Easter bunny duck, a strawberry duck, and a carrot.
Yeah, but I agree there with what you said, Tommy. The time scale, what we're in now is just nothing. We're just a dot in the time scale. You know what I mean?
It's right, I've got to scroll back to show you that picture that I sent to Senga.
Yeah, there must be something out there somewhere, and they must do exactly the same as we do, look down upon us and say, well, nobody can live there. All that oxygen, it'd kill them. But they might not. It was me. It was me. It was what? It was me what?
Oh, it were you that sent it.
Right, the Easter egg, yeah. I knew somebody had. Yeah. So,
Try again.
but, yeah, there could be all sorts out there. I mean, we're just, we've been nowhere. We've been nowhere in space travel.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
one of
will be
these
nowhere.
things. You either believe in paranormal or you don't.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, there must be something going on.
I think there's something.
There's no way of proving it.
Yeah. Right. This is the picture that I actually sent to Senga. Now, does that look like a bite mark to you? But it's a little bite mark, not a big one.
Yeah.
It's just about fading now, but that looks like a bite mark to me. And that just appeared on my arm. Oh, God, who's gone again? That just appeared on my arm. There. It's near enough gone, but you can still see outline of it. It is. Yeah, Bria's got her pilot duck as well. But
It's a pilot duck.
A duck looks like a pilot.
It's got like a leather cap on it and all that business.
Yeah, self-explanatory, Bill.
You're the sailing kind of pilot.
But anyway, so yeah, no explanation for these scratch three, and there were three, not just one, but there were three, and it were here on my breast, and I lie on that side and all.
I still think you went to a wild party and you don't remember.
I think I'd have remembered something about it, Bill. But anyway, no explanation for it.
No.
And it's same with that mark on my arm. I just got up one morning, it were there.
I've got no sound from the panel. Sometimes it does that, Gordo, and you have to click on sound settings at bottom and change it from virtual back to internal speakers for some reason. Don't know why. Does it on mine then every now and then? I'll can't hear anybody and I have to go into sound, and you've got a few options, and one of them's virtual and one of them's internal speakers, and I have to click it back to internal speakers.
Oh,
seeing train ducks now as well. Yeah. And oxygen is one of the most reactive gases in the universe, yet we can't survive without it, and it eventually kills us. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. But, this is the thing. It's some things are unexplainable. You know what I mean? It's either, one of the spirits wanted to get jiggy with me. And that's why they scratched my breast to not getting jiggy with me, so he bit me, or it bit me.
Yeah. I hate when that happens.
But yeah.
Oh, and mosquitoes, it's only females that bite.
But this is the thing. This is the thing I can't explain. If somebody had scratched me, do you think I would have felt it? But I didn't. I just woke up the next morning with these 3 scratch marks on my breast. And it's same with that. It looks like a bite mark, and I never felt anything. It's like, there's nobody more like to sleep than I am.
Well, you're sleeping a bit better lately. You said you were sleeping a bit better when you're going for a bit longer.
Yeah, because I take that magnesium.
Yeah. Right, 3rd time's a charm.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Here's the 3rd run around the track.
But yeah, even so, I'm still a light sleeper.
I can sleep through anything.
Chris can.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's my eyes closed and they don't open till morning. That's just how it is.
and that farts, and yeah, I'm wide awake. Hey up.
Oh. Is she in season by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
We're a bit lucky it'll finish. This will be the last day of it. I've had 3 days of this nonsense. She has been a bit quieter today. Gordo's going to take off.
No, it's using an electric shaver.
Electric shock.
Turn off your shaver.
Click on that cog, Gordo, and then click on audio, and there's the box underneath webcam.
Make sure the USB's plugged all the way in. That might leave a hum, sort of like an old connection did. You might not be able to hear it either, though.
Well, mine sometimes just for some reason defaults to sound.
Haven't done
Yeah,
it
well,
just
I'm
lately,
checking
but
my
it's,
audio settings. I've got echo cancellation and noise suppression on. So advanced options, or an auto gain control.
sounds like, you know that, can you remember that game Operation?
Oh yeah,
Where your nose
yeah, with
lights
the little
up.
red nose buzzer.
Trying to get that elastic band femur out.
I was never any good at that game.
No. If they're trying to get that rubber band out.
My hands were never steady enough. It is a thing, Richard. Check in your drawer. But yeah. I'm never good at that operation. My hands weren't steady enough.
What about now? Have I got sound now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it changed the settings in the bottom, like Richard said. And I went in and found it changed it. It was sending the sound to the microphone, and the microphone and the microphone to the earphones. It's like, well, that don't work.
It does that often for some reason. You've always got to check it.
I've never been on read.
Yeah, Bria mentioned the wire game where you hold the little thing and you go through the loops.
I've never been on never used Restream, so this is the first on me.
It's basically the same settings on StreamYard.
Clear as a bell now.
Yep.
No buzzing. No nothing.
Yeah, no, that link I put in, that's for Snuff Mills. No, that's about 20 minutes drive from where I am. Now I used to live not far
I've
from
heard
there.
of that.
No, that place is really, really eerie. It's got a lot of history behind it with various hauntings down there. But there's a specific place called Halfpenny Bridge. Now I've experienced stuff down there, like footsteps behind you, and you turn around, there's nothing there. I mean, the guy that I posted the link for, Mark, he's had stones chucked at him down there. So, I mean, and it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no houses around. There's nothing. And even my dog don't like it down there. Every dog I've had don't like that bridge. They get to the bridge, and Ronnie, his heckles will go up, and he'll jolt, and he's looking around.
They reckon dogs and cats have both got that sixth sense.
Yeah, but there's a lot into. I did a video on it. They also got a Jacob's organ as well, which they can taste the air, so they can sense other stuff as well. So
yeah, but did you hear me on about? I woke up one morning and I got 3 scratches on my
I
chair.
didn't hear anything. I had no audio whatsoever.
Well, I woke up one morning and I found 3 scratches on my breast, right? And funnily enough, it's the side I lay on. And I says, look, I ain't got no nails, so I ain't done it scratching myself, look, because my nails, I cut them right down. And then other day, I woke up and it looks like a tiny bite mark on my wrist.
But getting back to that Snuff Mills, that's part of a big estate. It's called Albury Court. It's known locally as Vassals. Now going back, it would have been about 89, 90. A group of us, we were on the CB. We used to park up in the car park because it's a good place to get out because you've got nothing around you to sort of block your signal. And we were all looking across this field, and we all seen the same shadowy figure go from right to left. It was one of those "what have we just seen" moments. You know,
Yeah.
It'd be different if one of you seen it. You could say you're seeing things.
Yeah.
But there was 5 or 6 of us, and we all seen the same thing. It's like, what have we just? And it wasn't until we did a bit more. I did a bit more research on the area that I found out it's got a monk. He's got a ghost of a monk there. He's got a ghost of Duchess there. There's
You see, I've done a bit of research on that Penny Hill wind farm, and there's nothing at all. Nothing.
thing is with the paranormal, we just at the moment is you can't prove anything. You can't
Yeah.
disprove it, and you can't prove it because spirits they don't act on command. You can't there will come a point where it will be able to be we will be able to sort of test it.
This is what I woke up to other morning, and that looks like a bite to me. Do you see the shape of it?
Yeah.
But it's a little bite mark, not a big bite mark. It's a little bite mark.
I'm not sure if Bill knows, but I run a paranormal channel, so it's my forte.
Yeah. Senga says she had a powerful experience in Aldershot Mod. Aldershot Mod.
I think
MOD.
it means MOD.
MOD, yeah.
There's an army
There's
base
one-
there.
There's one place I'd love to go to, and that is up in Edinburgh. And that's the graveyard up there. That's supposed to be really, really haunted up there. People have been attacked and everything, and they've been bit, kicked, scratched, you name it, they had it.
But it's one of them. It's one of them things like the scratches on my chest, on my breast, that bite mark on my arm. You just can't explain where it is.
I reckon that's Chris doing something in his sleep.
I don't say anything.
Well, he faces other way. We don't face each other. We face opposite directions. He faces towards window, and I face that way.
More to the point, what's he dreaming of?
I don't know. I often think that he's auditioning for Lord of the Dance because his legs is going like this. It doesn't it, night? So
He's dreaming about something.
I don't know. I have to say next morning when I said you were having a right. I says, what were you auditioning for? I says, Lord at Dance.
I think I've heard of that one.
Man in a horse makes dogs jump
Where
off.
yeah, there is a bridge where dogs jump off. Yep. Let's see if I can.
But yeah, I mean, there's often been sort of occasions. I mean, our cats don't normally come in our bedroom, but sometimes when they do, they'll sit on bed and they're like looking up, like you saying, "What are you looking at, Chase?" And there's nothing there.
Yeah, well, they have a different
Overtown Toon Bridge. It's near Dumbarton.
Well, that's not far from Sanger, that.
Not a million miles away.
I mean, there's certain places, I mean, like round here, because I did go on one at Most Haunted sites, where it tells you locations of where it's most haunted. And there's all sorts on there.
Yeah, I don't use any special gadgets. A lot of the gadgets are frowned upon, to be fair. You get things called a spirit box, which is basically a broken radio. And what it's designed to do is it scans the channels.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about radios, and people sort of read too much into it.
No.
Another one is
all them gadgets are not absolute nonsense.
The thing is, with these what Gordo's talking about, it like scans the frequencies.
No.
If you know what I mean, it goes through and then it sort of comes through, as a voice. I don't know how it worked, but anyway.
And there's another one called a REM pod, basically, and all that is a theremin.
Yeah, I've seen them and all, like lighting lights up when anybody comes near it.
The technology is so sort of primitive that they can. I mean, you could set them off with walkie-talkies and whatever.
Yeah.
But what I use is my eyes, my ears. I do have a electromagnetic reader, meter. That's just for a base read. Just for a base reading. Or we take a base read. You get a general sort of idea of what the static's like in the building or around the area. You know, you get like phone signals that you can set it off. And I also use the voice recorder as well. So I've got a separate a separate sort of electronic recorder with a separate mic, so I can record any voices. Because sometimes you might not.
That's good.
Yeah, give me one.
You might not hear what come. You might not hear it, but you hear it back on a voice recorder. We've had voices come through on recordings we haven't heard at the time. You know, you played it back and you've heard things afterwards.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. As a electronic voice phenomena.
Yeah, EVP.
Yeah.
Because there was a guy who did he made loads of recordings. What he? Oh God, what nationality? What he? I can't remember what. Konstantin Raudiv, I think was his name. I can't remember what nationality.
Quite a few places actually in Sheffield that's supposedly haunted.
I did a.
He's Latvian.
I cleaned up a voice recording of a friend that did Cannock Hill. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Cannock, but that's supposed to be like a gateway there, sort of thing, to sort of all sorts of things happening. And I cleared a voice recording he made up, and we managed to slow it down, and it was actually in German. When we slowed it down, we were able to sort of work out what it said, and it sounded like Iron Soldier when it was translated. That's what it came back as. But by the time you sort of slow it down, I had to slow it right down. I used BandLabs to slow it right down, clear the white noise out, and obviously put a bit of reverb on it just to sort of get. Because even adding reverb, you boost the audio up.
I'm going to Burngreave Cemetery. It says there's a ghost of a naked man.
Ghost of a naked man?
It says 2 witnesses spotted a naked man run past them in the rain, heading in the direction of the cemetery. The police were summoned but were unable to find either the man or any footprints in the mud of the cemetery, leading to a rumour that the figure may have been a ghost.
Oh, so we even have a ghost streakers as well.
Yeah. I'm going to investigate that one. Chris is laughing his head off. I'm going to investigate that one. Ooh, there's one here. Parish Church. These hounds are said to have the faces of men and have been heard passing the church on dark, still nights. Rich saw a girl. Ooh. Did you?
Yeah, if you go on my paranormal channel, I've got a couple of videos on there, and I explain, because I use, obviously I got quite a strong accent, so I use an AI voice on there. It's a lot easier to understand, and I literally write a script and then I put it into an AI voice over, adjust the script, and then it scripts it for me.
Yeah, there's a, sorry to interrupt you. Another one, Ashdale Grove House, haunting manifestation. This building is reportedly haunted by a maid who committed suicide after her secret lover, a local policeman, left her. Her pacing has been heard down a corridor, and she also moves items around in the building's offices. So there you go.
Let me just grab that link of it.
Oi, Rich, sorry, yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I told Jeanette about that, the little girl in the cemetery years ago.
Oh yeah.
That was bizarre with that.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Jesus.
But the thing is, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, your eyes must be playing a trick on you," but you've either seen it or you haven't.
Oh, I saw it a few times. There were no eyes playing a trick on me. I was just walking dog through the cemetery. And I saw it from a distance, and it was summertime, and it was about 25 past 9 at night. And
I've just
some were
dropped a link.
going down, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's that?
Some were just going down, and I just saw this little white girl, and she was like dressed in white. A little girl dressed in white, even though she was white, but that's by the by. And she was about 300 yards away.
I'll bookmark that.
And I thought named Tommy at first. And I thought, God, it's nearly 9:30 at night. What's a toddler doing out at this time of night?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just dropped a link in, and that's the paranormal database. And that covers sort of all over the country, and people put in what they've seen, and it's updated quite regularly. And
I've heard about this one. What it says, I don't know how you pronounce it. Beauchif Abbey and Hall, and it's this traditional white figure supposedly haunts the grounds of both the hall and the abbey, and it's apparently a location to a spectral monk. Have you been to Burley Woods?
Yeah, I think so.
Apparently that's haunted and all.
How far are you from Cannock?
Cannock? Isn't that Birmingham?
It's Staffordshire. So
Yeah,
sort of north of Birmingham.
that's worth a visit.
About an hour and a half for you, that, Jeanette, I would imagine. Somewhere
Yeah,
else.
I would
Yeah.
say when we
Yeah,
went
sounds about
to
right.
Birmingham, it took us about an hour and a half, and that was to actually Birmingham itself.
Let's have a look. Where's Cannock?
M6 tall and all that lot, sort of mess about around there.
Yeah, it's pretty much north of Birmingham.
Ooh, Beaushaw House. I've heard of that one and all. Saucer-eyed dog, bunting nook. That's Graves Park. Saucer-eyed dog says this creature with its unusually large eyes has been known to turn itself into mist if threatened. A ghost hunter in the area reported to have spoken to a couple who witnessed a large black dog appear out of nowhere and as they travelled down the lane.
I'm going to drop off now because Mrs. G's just turned up.
Okie dokie then, Gordo.
I'll see you later, Gordo.
But Graves Park is just out road from us.
Yeah.
Yes, should I? See if he encounters anything.
Bill's still indisposed, but it looks of it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we're doing a rehearsal for
Been to
Mastermind.
Ball as well. Isabel.
So my chair looks a bit like. Hang on, I'll just get back into reality. See what my chair looks like.
Collier Monuments.
Right, back in reality.
Haunted. Yeah, around 2,000 men and young boys gathered at this site after a rumour started.
Can't tell this. Not enough light.
Press declared the entity was really a young fellow of weak intellect. In other words, it's thick as pig shit.
There you go. You can see it a bit better with touch. It's my chair IKEA special.
It's piquing our chaser's interest, Richard.
What else?
You're Mia. Meow, meow.
Tell him he's got a long journey.
Don't walk in there.
I'm surprised you hadn't got all cats camped outside, Richard.
They
No,
can't do any damage.
Cats.
I haven't seen a single one.
He can't do any damage because his head is.
Can have a bit. Just
I'll
not
just say he's had his balls chopped.
Yeah. Firing blanks, in other words, Chase. Dead Man's Lane. Ecclesall.
Check Aldershot Pine. Jesus Christ, Cal, what are you doing?
And Cliff Park's haunted, I know.
Aldershot Pioneers Colleges. Doesn't say anything spooky about some Senga. It just says the address and where they are and all that business. Pardon me.
No, it don't really tell you anything about Aldershot Pioneers Cottages.
Apart from how much they cost.
Right. Aldershot. Oh God. Aldershot's chilling hauntings revealed.
Yeah. You can see when you do an aerial view of them, Senga, you can see all the military business, Farnborough Airport, and all the military tackle. You can see it all.
Yeah, there's apparently the ghostly grey lady at Cambridge Military Hospital.
Yeah.
The frightening tale of a ghostly grey lady has existed for many years. It has stated that the legend of the grey lady stems from a sister in the Queen Alexandra Imperial Nursing Service. She inadvertently administered a fatal dose to a patient and in her remorse afterwards committed suicide by throwing herself over the hospital balcony.
There.
Yeah, shit, like.
I used to go there 3 times a year. Apparently she was known to frequent Ward 13.
Oh dear.
There you go. You see, I've done what you have, and it's not. It's not mentioned that Pioneers Cottages. But yeah, it's one of these things, you know. It's either you're a believer or you don't. You know what I mean? I do think there's something. You know that the spirit leaves your body once you die. So, it's
One day we'll find out.
that's it. All my grand stuff's still in the house, and garden stuff. But I mean, in all honesty, I'm a believer, but I've never actually seen anything. I've heard things, and yeah, there's some things that I can't explain, but I've never actually seen anything, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've never seen a grey lady or a floating hand or whatever, you know what I mean? But I mean the first encounter that I had, is when I used to come down at night. And I goes back upstairs, and I heard somebody say, hello. And I looked, and there were nobody there. And Chris was still in bed, and our Callum was still in bed. Now, can I explain that? No. And funny thing is...
We're Lionel Richie, weren't it?
Eh?
We're Lionel Richie, weren't it?
And then funny thing is, Chris went to have a lay down one afternoon, and he's lay on bed, and right close to his ear, he heard the exact same thing, and they whispered hello in his ear. Can I explain it? No. So, but I've never actually physically seen anything. It's just things that we've heard. You know what I mean? So, if I did see it, I'd probably shit myself anyway. It's all well and good, hearing things and not being able to explain them. But yeah, to physically see something, I'd absolutely crap myself.
Yeah.
Does she settle down when you go to bed, Richard?
Yeah, she gets a bit quiet too. She's not been too bad today. It's only when she comes around and then she's not nowhere near yesterday. We're just horrendous. Couldn't wait to get out of the bloody house.
Driving you around twist for it.
But today she has not been as bad.
Probably petering off a little bit now then.
Yeah, hopefully. For sure.
Pardon me, I don't know where Bill's gone. But there's one thing for sure, I'd never, ever, ever, I'd never do a Ouija board. Never, ever. Never. That's one thing I'd never, ever do.
Is there anybody out there?
Yeah, but the thing is, partners, if you don't know what you're doing, you can open a portal to somewhere and not know how to shut it down, and all sorts of things can come in.
Allegedly. I mean,
Allegedly.
You got to remember, it's just a piece of with alphabet stamped on it, and all said and done.
But yeah, that's one thing I'd never, ever do. I mean, another thing, I've never been to a psychic medium or whatever you call them. I've never been to one of them. Because I think half the time, half of them's fake.
No, that's definitely true. Well, there was one that was a fake.
Yeah, we all know that.
The late Derek Akora.
But yeah, unless they told me something that only I would know, then yeah, I'd believe. But yeah, unless they told me something that only I would know. But yeah, I mean, it's like, funny, we're talking about that. Callum went TikTok live last night, right? And Callum went live on TikTok last night, and supposedly somebody come in pretending to be me. So we paused it, and he shouts down. He says, "Are you in my live?" I went, "No." says, well, you know I don't do TikTok. So I says to him, I says, right, I says, in future, I says, if anybody comes in that, you know, either me or you pretends to be me or your dad, I says, ask them one question that only me and your dad know. So, yeah. But he knew it weren't me, so he banned them, and apparently they come back with a different thing after that. Because he knew it weren't me. But yeah, he's got his head screwed on right, he knows what he's doing. Is it, there's a place called Alma Lane, I think it is. And there's some cottages on there that are supposedly haunted. I don't know whether it's talking about same thing, Senga. But yeah, there's somewhere called Alma Lane, I think it's called. I don't know. Very strange. I bet your gran died before Google Earth were even invented.
Yeah, I just don't understand how do you get.
You know what I mean? When your gran died, I mean, I don't think Google Earth were even invented then.
There's certainly no Google.
But this is another thing that you can't explain, Senga. You know, how come she's on Google Earth in that house when she died before Google Earth were even invented?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now, Senga. But I can't see how you can see into church. I'm outside the house now with the gnome and everything, and there's a mobility scooter and a great, like a granite grey car and a gnome. But that's as much as I can see. Oh, I see. You've gone right back. I got you. You've gone in through the porch. Yeah, the photo we took in 2025, and like you say, your grand's chair's still there. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's where I am now. I'm just peeping out back wall now, Senga, and yeah, your grand's chair's still there. Very strange. Chair with like a red cushion on it or something, and some wicker furniture.
Yeah, that's like conservatory, isn't it?
I don't know. No idea. It's the unexplained.
There used to be those magazines you could get called the Unexplained.
Yeah.
Quite some interesting stuff in them.
It's like somebody's bought the house and not changed anything. It's weird because you've still got a garden, gnomes in garden. Which I could understand that they might have liked gnomes, but for furniture inside to be changed is not to be changed in 33 years is bizarre.
Yeah.
34 years. It is very strange. You know, that time that they haven't changed the furniture or anything.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, you would think that, yeah, let's say if somebody's buying it for a holiday let, there'd be things here and there that they'd want to change. That's sort of just, you know, speaking metaphorically, you know what I mean?
Is it in Aldershot or Farnborough?
55 Pinehurst Avenue. But it's actually on Google Earth. Now, she says, how can it be possible when her gran died in 1992? It's you can't explain it.
Sorry, what house number?
55. No.
50.
One says 37 and one says 55. So which is it?
37. I've had a look at 55 and there's two old knackered cars on bricks outside 55.
Well,
37,
yeah.
Gable End House, 37 it is.
Yeah, I got it. There's a polo and a mini parked outside.
I forgot now. No, there's no. There's a Renault Estate outside with its number plate.
And then there's a mobility scooter at show slide on it.
And a mobility scooter and quite a large garden home.
Well, I'm looking here. April 2025 there's a silver polo and a blue mini parked outside. Do we need to go back in time?
No, that's where I looked. 25.
You didn't say 25.
No, it says 50. On one of the pictures, it says 55, and then it says 37.
It's number 37. I've looked outside 55, and that gets you nowhere near it. It's number 37.
It's got a fence round it.
Correct.
It's got a 6-foot fence.
And back, and a conservatory on back that you can see over.
Yeah. We like a porcelain German Shepherd. But yeah, see that's what I was thinking, because the pictures that Senga sent me, one says number 37 and the other one says 55.
It is 37. It's the bottom end house. 55 is the opposite gable up the other end.
Oh, it's
two knackered black cars on axle stands outside number 55. So that's where I went first, number 55. It's the gable end, and you can see what back fence.
Oh yeah, I can see. I'm at 55. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely at 55. And it's got a lower fence. It's got a conservatory. No, there's no cars parked outside. Not on April 2025.
Oh, it's because you were in lane.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. It's not 37. It's number 46. It's number 46. It is.
It's 46. I'm actually looking at 46 as it happens.
Yeah, there's a mobility scooter with a sheet on it and a Renault Estate thing with a big, massive, humongous disabled badge at back window. Biggest disabled badge I've ever seen in my life. And a large garden home.
Did you say it's Farnborough?
Farnborough,
yeah. Yeah, there's a Renault parked out at the front of the house.
There's a gnome at the front door, and it's number 46. It is. Go around back, you can see the conservatory with the existing furniture in that Senga says were her grandma's. There's a lot of scaffolding planks stacked against the back with the side wall for some reason.
Yeah, there is.
And a little garden shed with a vent in it, so I reckon that's got a tumble dryer in it.
Bloody hell, Sherlock Holmes. If I go back in time to August 2012, Yeah, the wicker furniture there's like the German Shepherd.
Still
Yeah.
there. They're all the
Porcelain
way.
German Shepherd
Yeah, and the
conservatory.
like a couple of sheds back to back. What were packed out at the front back then?
A green flipping Toyota of some description. No, it's not a Toyota.
No, isn't it?
Can't just make out what it is. Gary
A
O'Donnell.
Deo.
Deo.
No, not a Deo.
Hey, now that's a funny thing, Senga. When you go back in time, the gnomes are gone.
There's somebody standing outside.
Yeah. When you go back in time, Senga, why my camera off? When you go back in time, the gnomes are gone. And then they reappear again.
Oh.
The gnomes come back in 2020.
Let's have a look.
No, they don't come back in 2020. It's a big owl and a little dog and some dogs and toadstools and stuff. It's not until 2025 that the giant gnome comes back. So there really is no reason for that one.
Well, the German Shepherd doesn't disappear. It's still there. Go through time. And then somebody parked a big Nissan pickup truck in 2019.
Where's the German Shepherd? I haven't even seen that. Whereabouts is that?
It's basically in front of conservatory.
Oh, right back. I'm looking up front me. Yeah.
Oh no, definitely in back garden between conservatory and road.
Oh yeah.
And then you have in 2020 is a Ford and a couple of Fords, a Cougar, and a Fiesta.
Yeah, because if you look from 2014 to 2017, there's flipping garden ornaments everywhere. I've never seen as many garden ornaments in my life.
And they were up for sale in October 2020 when that picture was taken, and there was a...
That is so bizarre that the furniture's the same.
And I probably... Yeah, we're all looking at Google Street View. Brilliant. It's like going back in time.
Yeah. It's weird.
There's something on the shed door.
Yeah, it's a vent. That's why I reckon they had a tumble dryer or something in there, because there's a vent on the door.
I don't like a vent. It looks like one of those...
And then there's a clock in
barometers. That's what I'm thinking, like a clock or a...
Yeah, there is a clock, but there's a vent in the door as well. In 2012, there's a clock on for quite a few years, and then in 2017, it disappears, the clock, but the vent's still in the door.
Oh, yes.
They've had the same TV aerial all this time, that's for sure. And a sign right at the top of the roof saying danger fragile roof. So you'd have to be up a bloody ladder to read it. A bizarre sign is that. Danger fragile roof. I find that a bit of a weird thing to put up. I think all roofs are
it's like what they do at McDonald's. You eat coffee, they put on bottom caution content salt and put it on bottom at cup.
Yeah, same. When you go into services, big red signs on above taps, this water is hot. Well, yeah, it is. It's a hot tap.
Yeah, very hot water.
It's a mystery, Senga, as to why a house like that should have all that furniture since 1992. We can only go back to 2012. But...
Is it exactly the same furniture?
Well, it seems funny that somebody go out and purchase.
No, it's different. It's different. if you have a look on 2012 and most recent one,
Yeah, that.
it's definitely different furniture. Same sort of furniture.
Yeah, it is. That chair disappears. That what I call an old person's chair disappears.
Oh yeah, like Shackleton's high seat chairs.
Or does it just disappear, or does it move around the room?
7.
It's still there in 17.
Well, it changed between 2014 and 2017.
Yeah, that's when the big jiggle happened, and then
Yeah,
there's a phone box thing and everything. And that chair, see, that old person's chair doesn't seem to be there in 14.
can't see it in 2012. I did see it at some point, but I can't see it in 2012.
No.
There's a I can see a TARDIS and I think it's a post box, not
Yeah.
a phone box.
Yeah, that post box, if you look at it, it seems to manoeuvre around.
Oh, there's a phone box in 2014 image.
Or the post box looks like it's just in front of it to the left.
Yeah. It migrates to the left as TARDIS and phone box. 2019.
And if the clock's
20.
correct, that photograph we took at 20, quarter to 11.
Oh, that. Yeah, like it says, that old person's chair is there in 2020 image.
That phone box and letterbox is mine.
Yeah.
It's yours. What, it's stolen?
No, that's what Senga said.
So there you go.
Not anymore, it in.
We're still no nearer, Senga, to solving this mystery.
That's it.
All we can do is give you a little bit of a time frame. I can tell you, though, that whoever installed the aerial's been a good one.
Especially with fragile roof.
Stood the test of time.
I can tell it's a poor reception area because everybody has an aerial on an extension pole. Tells me that the TV signal must be pretty shite around there for whatever reasons.
Probably in a dip or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you can tell they're all on big poles. All aerials. Especially that end house.
But very, very strange.
Even put I presume there's even flowers outside on the street. Whoever owns that house has actually put like flower pots on the street, not on their property. If you look at the 2017 and 18, there's actually flowers outside the fence at the front on the property, in like a long box. We're very house proud, whoever
It's a
lived there.
postcode. G147LL.
They're even. I wonder who this chap is with blue hard hat. He's got a blue hard hat on or something. No, yeah. He's in fancy dress. He's got like some sort, because he's wearing like Bermuda shorts and a t-shirt. He's got some sort of like hat with a fin on it. He's having crack. He's taking a silly photo for some of him.
Senga, unless your grandma's a canoeist. Do you remember that guy that faked his own death? He just went in a canoe.
But
that guy that.
Yeah, well, I think he's doing a selfie for something daft because he looks like he's got a hat on with a fin on it, and he's definitely not dressed as a worker. He's got a red t-shirt on, like Bermuda shorts and sandals. So he's definitely not a worker.
Not in the normal sense.
No.
So what date was that? That would have been
2012. That. So we noticed in 2014, it's got fake hanging baskets. No, he's not that old. That guy, I'd say he's about. It's hard to judge because it clouds out their face, but 30s, early 40s, maybe. Looks like a shark's fin, yeah. Coming at you.
Look,
Well, it's pretty much next to airport.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's next. It's military airport, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit. What is it? A air show. Probably get a good view at air show.
I was watching Charlie Veitch till the night and he was in Lincoln, and wow, what an air show they got for free. You know what I mean? Because at Red Arrow's practicing,
yeah.
they were backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and
Say
forwards.
where Red Arrow's based. I know they used to be in Scampton. I think is it Waddington?
Somewhere like that. But
Basically, other side of Lincoln.
they go to they were practicing this day, and honestly, they were up there for ages. Oh my God, what a good free show they get in these boats.
They having like these old planes. I think it's in Doncaster.
Well, I went to BAE Systems in Brough, which is where they build the Hawk, which is what the Red Arrow, which is the aircraft the Red Arrows use. But you know, it was like a classic car show, and they're doing tours around factory, and that Red Arrows come up from Scampton.
It's weird because all other people in Lincoln were just walking around because it said it's every day. Is this
Yeah, it's normal to them.
just normal? And yet Charlie Veitch, he couldn't keep his eyes off them, you know what I mean? Because they just kept flying over with all plumes of different coloured smoke and stuff.
Oh, I know. I meant to tell you. There's a emergency vehicle museum in Sheffield, like fire engines and whatever. They reckon that's haunted, and all that were on one of them.
I flew on a glider there. Hell, fire singer, you've been about you, Elf.
Where's RAF Waddington? I know it's yeah, just south of Lincoln.
Yeah, because I don't think that Coningsby's far away from there either.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It makes you wonder what you've got on your own doorstep. Here she comes again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, I've not heard of them, Bria.
There's a helicopter display team called the Blue Eagles. Yeah. I find them some of them stunt pilots, them helicopters, I just do not know how they do it.
What you had for tea?
How they're frigging out that they're flipping spin them helicopters over it is
I know.
belief.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the best ones to watch for entertainment are these Australian chaps, and they actually herd cattle in helicopters because it's so vast. The field too.
Some of these helicopters, they can turn them on a dime, can't they? If you know what I mean.
Flip them upside down. How does that
Yeah.
work? Flip them upside down. Actually fly them upside down. How the friggin' hell's that work? But they do it. I know how they do it, but it just amazes me. They do a maneuver very quick where they change all the directions of the blades dead fast and flips it over, so it becomes an upside down helicopter. Because obviously, if it were in the same mode, it would hit the ground fast. So they've got to change the tilt, the pitch, reverse the pitch on the blades to force her downhill again. But how they do it so fast is amazing. But these guys in Australia that herd cattle with helicopters, they're literally 6 foot off floor, flying at high speed around these massive ranches that are like, hundreds of acres, herding cattle in helicopters because it's just too fast.
Anger wants to know if there's any way of checking who owns the house.
I can actually get a title number for the property. Is it number Is it number 46? I
Yeah.
can find out the title number, but other than that, I won't be able to get the information. Not because obviously every piece of property in the UK has to be registered with Land Registry, and each property has an individual title number.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to get the title information. Probably breach of
Yeah.
It's basically confidential information.
Has your woman sent you a menu?
No,
No.
nothing.
One of those Fray Bentos. Ah.
Well, saying if I, obviously speaking hypothetically, if I were able to get the title document, it would list who owns the property. There's 3 sections to it: A, B, and C. The A part describes the property. The address. The B part describes the people who own it, and the C part is your charges. Where there's a mortgage on it.
I'll tell you one thing for sure. They go for some steady prices.
It's all right. Gordo's missed all. We've been playing detective.
Them houses on that street are currently selling for around 300,000. 300,000.
A property that Senga's gran used to live in, and it's actually shows it on Google Earth, and she says, "Well, yeah, it's yeah."
Get out.
But yeah, we've been doing, me, Richard, Partnest.
I find that amazing.
I said I do have access to Land Registry portal, but obviously I can't.
Number 30, I find it amazing.
Through work.
Number 39, which is not far away, sold for 335 grand in October last year. 300. They don't look like 335 grand houses to me. Them. Number 60 sold for 315 in December 2024. Unbelievable prices. Jesus Christ. I'm amazed.
But we've all been, got us detective hats on.
It's number 46, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the thing is, Gordo, Senga's gran died in 1992, yet it's on Google Earth, and it looks exactly like,
Still got her furniture in the conservatory, but yet at one point it disappears and then comes back again, and the gnomes disappear, but then come back again. It's like they're homing gnomes. I don't know. They go and then they come back again.
And a gran is in a pic on Google Earth, and a gran died in 1992.
There's just no reason for it.
Yeah, disappeared and come back again. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, what was that? However, all Ronald Dow's tales of the unexpected, weren't it? That woman dancing around on fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brilliant with that.
Dun, 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 dun. I'll sing it.
Very strange. I mean, to my recollection, I don't think Google Earth were even invented in 1992.
No,
there were no Google.
There were no internet. Were only about 1992, weren't it?
When was it? When what's his face invented the World Wide Web?
92, I think.
Tim Berners-Lee.
I think it was 92, 91, something like that. Really 90s.
Yeah. And the thing that we can't understand, Gordo, it's got the gnomes, it's got the garden furniture, even down to an Alsatian in the
1989 web.
Yeah,
Internet.
right. Yeah.
It's got a a pot
Sir Timothy John
golden
Berners-Lee.
shepherd actually it's like a conservatory, like a glass conservatory. Very strange.
I remember getting broadband for the first time, and I thought it was marvellous, and it was only 400 whatever.
Well,
I can remember dial-up.
oh yeah, I remember dial-up.
God,
90s,
Drew.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2005 Google Maps. There you go.
Yeah.
It'll soon be in a
Well, Google's
20 years' time, you'll be able
98.
to actually view it live motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll be next thing. Actually view it live.
Yeah, it was founded in 1998. Was Google
Now they've got the own
started life as a search engine?
Yeah.
Do you remember the search
Bree's
engine?
on about Google Maps.
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves and all that shit.
Yeah, or that Lycos. I think that was one that would use to advertise it with a black Labrador.
There used to be MSN. That was one I used to use.
Yahoo!
What I
Yahoo was
used to use
search
that and all,
engine.
Richard.
Like a picture of a coloured butterfly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, MSN.
It's my first broadband provider was free serve, and then they got bought out by another company called Wanadu, and that's when I got broadband, when it was Wanadu.
Now, I mean, when you think back, you know what I mean. As kids playing up, who would have thought that in 20, 30 years' time there'd be such a thing as internet? Because there weren't no such thing as even as the mobile phone in them days.
And laughing is though.
Well, mobile phones were around in 92.
Laugh of it, yeah. Mobiles have probably been around a lot longer than internet.
Yeah, well, the first person was to make a public mobile phone call. It was Ernie Wise
I like
in
that.
1985.
I can remember a mate of mine. He set up a recovery company, and he had a mobile phone where he had to carry like a motorbike battery with it, and we all used to take.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing one of them in
Like a brick.
87.
Oh, yeah, it was like a motorbike battery with a Motorola phone on top of it. We had a big handle and a big aerial.
Yeah, it's from 87. I was going to a pub quiz, and this guy he had one of those. It looked like a phone attached to a car battery, and he phoned pub's phone. Get us a pint, Pete.
But then they brought back, then they went to them big white things that you could just about shove in a pocket if you had a big pocket, like a big white sort of.
Oh, the Motorola ones,
with
yeah.
a bloody big aerial on it. That was like unbelievable. And then for years they went into this business of making them as tiny as possible.
Oh yeah. I had one.
They
Nokia
reversed
8210.
They've gone big again now. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Touchscreen.
Finger says think he's getting held hostage with a ghost. Been gone some while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it amazes me how that when they made the phones as small as possible, and and now the size is not of importance. Now they're folding screens and all that. In fact, I think Senga's got a folding phone. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, my partner has. She's got a
Galaxy, I think it is.
yeah, Z Fold.
Yeah.
That's what my partner has.
I
just got this Nokia X55. Is it not X35G? That's what mine is.
But
when I'm talking like, I mean, when we were kids, you wouldn't have thought that half a century later that you'd be.
Well, when the internet first came out, they said it won't take off. My God,
Oh, yeah.
they were.
I mean, it were like when discs come out. They said that'd never take off, but now they getting obsolete now because there's Spotify and whatever, isn't there?
Not CDs.
Yeah.
I won't give up any of my CDs because there'll come a time when it'll just go tits up your. You get all these cyber attacks. If it goes down, you're stuffed. You can't listen to your music. But
But
got
yeah,
your
you know what I
CDs.
mean. There's alternatives to a CD now. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
Problem is, if it comes
like,
to the crunch where there's massive cyber attacks,
Hey,
it means there's a
it's
lot
back.
more serious stuff going on. And
Oh, welcome back, Bill. Morning.
we've done general knowledge.
Sorry about that.
I thought you'd been abducted.
By aliens.
No, my son called. Well, my little brother called me, and like as I hung up the phone, my son called me, and he had to tell me really bad jokes.
Oh.
And
Well, I could have told you some bad jokes
about
Save you
his
the trouble.
mom.
But you know, it's one of them things that technology's come such a long way. I mean, who'd have thought it back in the day that you'd be able to watch a film that's on a disc?
Who'd have thought it? You could just click on a file now and watch a film through a bloody wire.
Yeah.
And you can store a lot of data on the
That's where you
something
watch
that
your movie.
size.
Correct.
micro SD.
This is the thing, you know. It's
When memory cards come out, and if you bought a 32 gig memory card, you were having to pay a lot of money for it. And now you can get them for a couple of quid.
yeah.
Well, that's my 32 gig card, which I use with, like in my GoPros.
You know,
Yeah, you think that is 8 million times larger than the hard drive in my first computer.
I remember
8
the first.
million times.
Back in the
First
day,
PC
you
I had.
wanted to save anything, you got to put it on a floppy disk.
Yeah, you couldn't put much on a floppy. I remember back in the day, I had a floppy disk, and it was called Vensoft. It were, and honestly, it was like the holy grail floppy disk. If a computer cocked up, you put.
I was a programmer for a long time. That's a floppy disk.
in it. It used to sort them out.
What size are those, Bill? Are they 8 inches?
Is that not the biggest floppy disk you ever saw?
God.
Yeah.
No, is that an 8-inch one?
You know how much it holds?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. No, not even a little bit.
And I know the what is it? The 5 and a quarter ones are held 3. Was it 360?
It holds 128 bytes.
Yeah. K in it.
That's
Kilobytes.
it. 128 bytes. That's all it holds. And it's the size of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8-inch floppies. Yeah. I never saw 8 inches. I remember 5 and a quarters and 3-inch ones.
You know, it's come a long
Oh, yeah,
way
a little 3 and a
from a
quarter.
floppy disk
Or 3 and
to
a half.
to a plug-in.
The first PC I ever bought only had a 5 megabyte hard disk.
I had an Amstrad, yeah.
Mine had what's called the Winchester drive. It was a 10 meg.
There you go. There's a. I think that's all the floppy disk I got left.
Yeah, 3 and a half.
No, it's a 3. Yeah, 3 and a half.
I used to have one of them, and it was called Vensoft, and honestly, it was the best floppy disk I ever had. It was brilliant. If a computer cocked up, you put that in, and it used to just
No, Amstrad ones were 3-inch.
all problems.
It's like this doesn't even have a file allocation table on it. It's just a given that it has to be correct.
But I used to. I'm just reading what Senga's put. She had an Amstrad. I had a Commodore 64. Me.
Oh, CPC 464 that I'd built in tape deck.
Can't imagine that. Used to have
What we say nowadays?
magazines. We used to type all of this shit in to get like a game, one little game, and you'd spend 3 hours typing just to get one little 2-minute game.
Well, I had one of these back in the day.
I never had one of them. It was just before my time with that.
What's that?
Saying that, it shouldn't have been.
Don't you recognise it, Bill? You had it over there as a Timex. Remember the Timex computers?
I don't think I've seen one of those.
No. Yeah, well, it was sold in the States as the Timex. I better look it up.
Because there were a worse one than that. The ZX81, which we just had the horrible flat keyboard before.
Yeah, no, that only had 1K RAM. That had you could either have it as 16 or 48K.
Yeah, I had a Commodore 64 because they brought out one before it called a VIC-20. And then
I remember VIC-20. Before that, there was the PET.
But I had the 64.
VIC-20 was just a PET with colour.
I can remember playing Crazy Kong on it. Crazy Kong and Ghostbusters. I think them were the only 2 games I had on it.
Oh.
Gordo says he had a C64, then an Amiga.
Yeah, I
never had a computer until I...
Timex Sinclair 2068, Bill. That's what it was. Stateside.
Unbelievable. What crap we were about then.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
And yet, if you've got an original Atari now, it's worth money.
I bet.
If you've got an Atari in good condition, in box, fully functional, there's a bit of money in that now. People want it as long as it's original and it's not been tinkered with.
You mean like the Atari game?
Yeah, the console, you know.
Oh, the 2600.
My son's got mine.
If you've got one of them
He gets all the good stuff.
with box and everything, there's a bit of money in that now. Because I watch a guy on YouTube who refurbishes them and he buys them at car boots for like a £5, and he puts them on eBay and makes like money for nothing. And all he does is he dismantles them. He re-wets all solder joints and everything and cleans,
yeah.
gets them going,
Reflows solder.
and gets them going again. And he flipping the money he makes is unbelievable.
It says here a factory
And
sealed
these were in
Atari
all UK schools in 80s.
can be
Looks like
worth
a BBC,
over
yeah,
$1,800.
Yeah, BBC Model B. I've got one in loft. Got a Model B in loft. As far as I know, it works.
I had a Commodore 600 and another one, a weird one it were called the Oric 1, I think.
Oh, Oric. Yes, I've heard.
Oric 1, I think it was
Yeah.
called.
Yes, I've heard of the Oric one. Then there was the Oric Atmos.
I think I remember an Oric 1, I think it was.
The Oric one was on the par with the Spectrum.
I might have had it before then, I can't remember. But that were it, and then I went through a phase without anything technological or anything like that. Everything became cars and motorbikes then.
But yeah,
But
how
anyway,
we have come forward in
Yeah.
in technology wise.
Look up in television.
oh, Mattel in television. That were an old console. Yeah, Mattel in television. Yeah, ColecoVision. Probably heard of that one, Bill.
I had one of those.
Coleco.
I had almost all of them at one point or another, and I never threw them away. And my son comes along and pirated them all away from
Oh
me.
Gordo, you're right. The Acorn Electron.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a cut down BBC.
Yeah, oh, that's what Senga's on about.
Yeah, Mattel. It was made by Mattel.
My
Who
television,
also-
yeah.
who
I
also
don't think
did
I ever had one of those.
I don't know if they were sold stateside. Stateside.
Oh yeah, they had in television. They sold like 7 of them. I just didn't get one.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it was,
It was like the Betamax of video games.
I'm just seeing.
Yeah, there's one here. Look, Senga.
Please leave them alone.
With keypad and then a circle on remotes.
Oh yeah, oh right. It was a ColecoVision was sold stateside. Over here they called it the CBS ColecoVision for some reason.
1979 that were released that in television by Mattel Electronics in 1979.
Oh God, oh yeah, I remember Aquarius. That were by Mattel as well.
I was already old in 1979.
I also had a Dragon 32 at one point. You would have heard of that, Bill. 'Cause actually, it was similar to one of Tandy Color computer. It was there were a lot of compatibility between Dragon and Tandy.
Yeah, I still remember having my little TRS-80 and trying to write code on it.
TRS-80, yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that had the Z80 processor, which is what the Spectrum and the Amstrad had.
I wasted hours sitting in front of the television with it plugged into the TV, typing, and never got any place.
Yeah, the TRS-80.
You read what Gordo's put? I caught my neighbour stealing my socks off the clothesline. I was going to confront him, but I got cold feet.
Oh,
Oh.
There you go.
Thing-
Okay, well, I'm
Things-
kind of
things-
starving. What time is it there? Isn't it about 1 o'clock in the morning there or something?
yeah,
11
yeah,
nearly.
11.
Oh, that's right. Time change.
We're 6 hours in front, aren't you? Because you'll be Central Time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you guys are too smart to change your clock.
next week we put them forward.
Oh,
29th.
no,
you've got- yeah.
I gave you too much credit then.
Well, East Coast. I think East Coast has already gone forward, haven't they?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I knew Eastern Time we're on daylight saving
Yeah.
already.
Well, normally Bill is 5 hours behind us, but
Yeah.
now he's 6. Till
No, the other way around.
Oh.
Now I'm 5. Usually I'm 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah,
6
well,
again
yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause it's dinner time here.
Joys of the time zones.
When my wife
I know.
travels, I make ribs. I'll make like 2 racks of ribs and chop them into sections and get them all done and finished and put in little Tupperware containers. So every night I pull out a little rack of ribs and that's dinner. She laughs. She says, "I don't know how you eat the same thing every day." And it's like, I'm a guy. Yeah.
It's food.
It's food. Exactly. It's food. It's
See,
and
I
it's red food.
understand, Bill. It's food.
Yeah, there's red food and green food and yellow food.
You could eat the same thing every day. If it's something you like, you could do. I mean, I could eat a steak every day without even thinking about it. You know what I mean?
I'm too cheap for that.
I'm just saying I could do. I wouldn't do. I'm just saying I could do. You know what I mean? Or
That's a freebie. You see, I went to the beekeeper and got 12 bees. He
Freebie.
gave me 13. Sir, you have an extra. Sir, you gave me an extra. It's a freebie.
No,
Oh,
buzz
dear.
off, Gordo.
Yeah. I've missed his.
The sting.
I've missed his naff jokes.
Well,
Gordo's another Stewart.
I'm
Gordo
quoting a lot of
Stewart.
mock of the week.
Gordo Stewart and Tommy on the same panel. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. But it's weird how technology's changed.
Yeah.
Hey, and we still have a guy here where I live who rides around on one of them Sinclair C5s.
Really?
Yep. And every time I see him, I'm in a position where I just can't video him. I'm driving. Because I know roughly where I see
You
it.
can't go push him off it.
Hey,
No,
do you
but
know
I-
they use motors out of washing machines?
It's always down near Motorway Junction, which is a right busy junction, and it only has a big little whip on back with a flag on it.
Need it?
And I think, God, I just dying to video him.
Brave.
You know what I mean?
Brave.
He's living a good life. He didn't have to think about it.
It's either brave or stupid.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
Okay, fair enough.
I've seen him loads of times, but I've never been in a position to video him. And every
Technology. I just sat in the new car yesterday or the day before,
every time,
and I wasted 3 hours pushing buttons trying to figure out how things worked. In a
Well,
car.
there's a couple of YouTubers who've got C5s.
yeah, they probably got.
One of them's Furious Driving. He's got one.
My last one was a C5. This one's a 7.
I don't mean the Corvette, Bill. Not the Corvette.
We're on about the
totally
Sinclair.
different.
We're on about the Sinclair C5.
No, this is a completely.
You never heard
different
of
machine.
Sinclair
When I think,
C5?
when I think
Here
C
we
cars,
go.
I think Corvette C5,
Yeah, yeah.
C4, C3.
See, I knew where,
Yeah, it's
where Bill were coming from.
it's all I think about is, for cars. I love the Jaguar. It was great, but it was a proper British car, and my head doesn't work like that. so it had to go.
But I always see him at the end of the motorway where the junction is, and I've seen him loads of times. And every time,
Guess how much they're going for on eBay?
probably a fair bit, I would imagine.
Let's have a look. I'll have a butcher's on
Stick to
eBay.
that.
About 450 quid.
Oh, not as much as I thought then.
Oh, just a bit more than the cost brand new. They were £399 brand new.
450. Wait, for a car?
Well, they're not a car.
It's basically a three-wheel electric vehicle.
Oh, like a little electric Robin.
Jeanette, put a picture up of a Sinclair
I'm trying to.
C5.
Hang on
No,
a
hang
minute.
on. Just give me a chance. I'll see if I can find something.
Here you are. Found it.
Google Images.
That's not a car.
No, I didn't say it was a car. I said it was. That's the thing. Clive Sinclair invented that. Hence why he's
That's
no
a tiny
longer
golf cart.
inventing stuff. But to be fair to him, that guy, I mean, he has started things that have become big things, even though his inventions were nutty, if you get me drift.
That
You can ride that
one,
around in the mall.
that one, that picture I've just shown you, Richard. 1,300.
It's like a sitting.
Is that good?
Well, it's a lot of money for a piece of plastic, Bill, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1985, it cost £399 brand new.
What's 399 quid in today's?
Yeah. For that sort of money, you could have either bought a BBC Model B or another Sinclair product, Sinclair QL.
Gordo says, think of a crap mobility scooter. Yeah.
You got a coffee?
You guys have got golf carts, right?
Yeah.
What is he watching?
I mean, do they run them around on the streets at all?
No.
They
Only
also
around
go
golf
on
clubs.
Netflix.
Oh, now here we run them around the streets.
Oh, no.
Only in the neighborhoods, though, not out on the big streets.
Yeah.
But it's like London, that's just a big neighborhood.
Right, I'm going to get going, guys. It's 12.
I need food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I shall see you all on the baking tomorrow. And no.
I'm not going to watch you make things I'm not allowed to eat.
Yeah, in today's money, it's 1,700 quid, is that, for one of them plastic things?
And that's all it is, a bit of plastic.
It is, really. Bit
Yeah.
of plastic, a motorbike battery, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Catch
With
you all
battery
later,
on
folks.
back on it.
I don't know, I have no idea.
Oh.
But all I know is there's a guy still here in this town still uses one.
Anyway, I'm going to get going and I shall see you all tomorrow.
Catch you
Bye,
all
say
later.
bye.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Right.
See you later. Senga. It was only Senga, Bria, Gordo.
There we are, the man himself, the late Sir Clive